What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video. And today, we got some breaking news out of the district court in Wilmington, Delaware. Everyone, drop what you're doing, listen up. Hunter Biden's quote-unquote sweetheart plea deal falls apart during the hearing. That is right, everybody. Hunter Biden's plea deal, which, mind you, couple hours ago, we thought he was going to get off practically scot-free. Well, it has completely fallen apart. The past 12 hours have been so chaotic. People are still trying to understand what the hell is going on here. Now, before we continue with today's critical breaking segment, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content we all know and love. So click the join button down below and help support the daily content today. Alright, everybody. We gotta get into this because this broke minutes ago. I'm not even kidding. I got on the computer while I was gonna record a different video and, well, this broke. Hunter Biden's plea agreement fell apart halfway into a court hearing on Wednesday. A shocking twist that cost the president's son the quote-unquote sweetheart deal he had secured with federal prosecutors. Yeah, this was a big criticism of this deal. Because this is what it was. This is what the plea deal, at least for this case, was. Biden was expected to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanors for failing to pay his federal taxes in 2017 and 2018. Under the plea deal, Biden would have avoided being prosecuted for a felony gun charge, illegally possessing a firearm as a drug user. Can you imagine if he wasn't the president's son and he did this? There's no way in hell he would have gotten anywhere near this type of plea deal. If this was Joe, not Joe Biden, but just Joe down the street, if he didn't pay his taxes for 2 years and he illegally held a gun or a firearm as a drug user, oh my gosh, he wouldn't get anywhere near this plea deal. But somehow, Team Biden, Hunter Biden at least, they completely blew it. Both sides said the bargain was off after the district judge, Norika, I believe I'm saying her last name correctly, who was presiding over the case in Wilmington, Delaware, questioned if the deal offered the president's son blanket immunity from prosecution in his plea dealings or only for his tax offenses. After the top prosecutor said it would not offer sweeping immunity, Biden's attorney declared the agreement null and void. So wait a minute. Again, I just heard about this. So they wanted just complete immunity from everything? Not just this case? I would have just taken it. I would have just taken the plea deal. Why would you want sweeping immunity for everything? The agreement had been widely criticized by Republicans, who called it a quote-unquote sweetheart deal, offered to Biden only because he is the president's son. That's true. Let's be real. If this was somebody not with the last name Biden, Obama, whatever, they would have gotten hit hard. Biden's team asked the judge, a Donald Trump appointee who was unanimously confirmed by the Senate, for a recess to see if both sides could salvage the deal. Federal prosecutors had recommended a sentence of probation instead of jail time as part of the agreement before the bargain was derailed. They told the court on Wednesday that Biden did have the funds available to pay his 2017 taxes on time, but instead continued to spend wildly on personal luxuries. Biden failed to pay between $1.1 and $1.5 million in federal taxes before the deadlines, prosecutors said. He didn't pay millions in taxes. Again, why didn't they just take this deal and run with it? I guarantee you anybody, any attorney, anybody with a brain would have said, I don't care if this is not sweeping immunity for everything. If it's for this case, I'm taking it. Biden, who has a history of drug and alcohol abuse, is also prohibited from drinking alcohol or using illegal drugs as part of his release and will be subject to random testing by court officials. The president's son answered questions about his drug use during the hearing and told the judge he was competent and capable of proceeding with the plea. The deal makes Biden the first son of a sitting U.S. president to plead guilty to a federal crime. Under the Trump administration, the Justice Department began investigating Biden in 2018. Led by another Trump appointee, U.S. Attorney David Weiss, the probe expanded to examine Biden's overseas business dealings and whether they violated federal money laundering and lobbying laws. After Biden was inaugurated in January 2021, he kept Weiss on as the lead investigator. So, yeah, they're trying to paint this as, some kind of like GQP extreme investigation, but really it's not. This was, quite frankly, one of the most pathetic plea deals possible, but I'm just stunned that the Team Biden, they're not accepting it. The judge in the case in Eureka, Biden's lawyers and federal prosecutors all agree that the judge did not have the power to order a redo on the probe if she believed the investigation was lacking. During the hearing, Eureka did not get into the last-minute dispute handing over the case. And this is a thing that I think really started to make the case fall apart. On the eve of Biden's court appearance, Eureka issued a brief order on a bizarre clash between GOP Representative Jason Smith, who chairs the House Ways and Means Committee, and Biden's defense lawyers. Eureka threatened to sanction a Biden attorney on Tuesday afternoon after accusation that the lawyer allegedly misrepresented herself in a phone call to the court, but she did not mention the dust-up during the meeting. And this is what we heard last night. The order came after the court clerk informed the judge that Jessica Bengals, an employee at Latham & Watkins, the firm representing Biden, called the clerk's office claiming to be working with the House Republicans' legal team. During the call, Bengals allegedly asked the documents submitted by Smith in a last-minute aimed at the derailing of the plea deal be removed from the public docket because they included Biden's sensitive personal tax information. What? What? Hold on. That's what actually happened? I heard a little bit about this, but oh my gosh. This entire case essentially started to collapse because of this. It appears that the caller misrepresented her identity and who she worked for in an attempt to improperly convince the clerk's office to remove the materials from the docket, the judge wrote. Biden's attorneys have denied those allegations and chalked up the incident to unintentional miscommunication. How? How can it be unintentional when you say, yes, I work for Jason Smith on the House and Ways Committee, or House Means Committee, House Ways and Means Committee. I can never say that correctly, but how? How is this just an accident? The entire matter could be misunderstanding, but the clerk clearly did not think so, legal commentator Jonathan Turley wrote in a blog post. The problem for Hunter could be a delay in accepting the plea bargain. It is not clear what additional evidence a court could secure on the issue, but it could want interviews on the record. The hearing also comes on the heels of new allegations made by two IRS whistleblowers who helped lead the investigation into Biden. The IRS agents have testified before Congress in recent weeks, telling lawmakers that the Biden administration's Justice Department blocked Weiss from filing felony tax evasion charges that they had recommended. So the past, 3 weeks, this entire case has really fallen apart for Biden. I mean, let's be real. 3 weeks ago, he got the plea deal. But that's when the allegations started from these IRS whistleblowers that said, this case is corrupt, There's a lot of issues with it. They're not charging him properly because he is the son's president, and the Department of Justice interfered. But then you had last night one of Biden's attorneys lied about who she was, try to get stuff out of the public docket, and then suddenly claim, no, that was a misunderstanding, even though she claimed she was from Jason Smith, or the chair of the House Ways and Means Committee. But either way, the past 24 hours is a complete and total meme at this point. You go from having one of the best plea deals ever to not having a single, nothing left of the plea deal. And I do wonder, where does this go from here? Does somebody finally charge Biden with something more than a misdemeanor for evading taxes in the millions? We just got to see what happens, but it's very entertaining to see that that this actually backfired for once. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.